What's going on there, crew? Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. What's up, Lola? What's up, Dawn? What's up, Patrice, Nicole, Jessie, Southern Girl, Colleen, Pilar, Patty, Patrice. What's up, Lawana? Wannabe Gamer, what's going on? What's up, Melanie? All right, everybody can see me. Everybody can hear me. We are good to go. Let's go. All right, let's get the rest of the crew in here. Let's get Instagram. Let's get TikTok in here. Instagram, what up? TikTok, what's going on? We are live, and we have, today, we got ourselves a Cameo. We got ourselves a Cameo 4 training, and I am going to be doing a little more on the designing side of it today, because I get a lot of questions with that. I'm going to work with a few of our fonts that we have to create some pretty cool designs. And then we are going to cut them, weed them, and make them, of course. So I want to give you a couple different examples on the design side of it as well within Silhouette Designer Edition software. And one of the main reasons why I prefer the Silhouette Cameo over the Cricut cutters is the software. So all of you who are Cricut owners, you may see some things in the Silhouette software that you're like, man, I wish I could do that in Design Space. So real quick, just to get an idea of everybody in here, let me know which vinyl cutter you're currently working with, or which software you're currently working with. So we do have some different deals and different kits on the Silhouette Cameo 4s, as you guys know, on the website. So I see some of you that are brand new asking, yes, we do sell the Cameos as well, and all the different fonts and stuff that I'll be using here today. And the coupon code TRW Release 65 up above me will take 65% off the fonts and the different download files and designs. So I see Silhouette, I see the Wizard, I see Design Space, Silhouette, 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 Business Edition, Designer Edition, Design Space, Cameo, Cameo, Design Space, Wizard, Corel, Design Space, but bought Silhouette. All right, sweet. So we got a good mixture of everybody. Good mixture of everybody. Had the Cricut Maker for over a year, just got the Cameo 4, still learning. Awesome. This will help you here today then as well. So all of you guys know, just to give you a quick heads up, if you are on Instagram, it's going to be difficult to see everything I'm doing, so make sure to head over to the YouTube channel. You'll see the link in the bio. TikTok, same way. It's going to be difficult to see all the different buttons and stuff that I'm clicking on, so you will get a much better view on the YouTube channel. Just search the Rhinestone World or TikTok. Click on the little logo right there in the profile in the Smart Bio. The very top one will bring you directly to the YouTube Live. All right? All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to kind of create the designs first, okay? We're going to create the decals first. And I actually have a decal I need to make for somebody. So I'm going to make that one first, then I'll pick somebody here to make a decal for one of you guys. We'll probably make 2 or 3 different decals and the designing side of it in the training here today. And we'll probably be, I would say, about an hour and a half or so for today's training. All right? Good to go? All right, let's do it. So let me grab you guys here, TikTok, and flip you guys around to be able to see my screen. Again, it's going to be a little bit difficult to see everything that I'm doing on the phone here. So if you want to see everything, make sure to head over to the YouTube channel. And I'm going to try to get you guys a little bit of a view here. Instagram. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Let me get you zoomed in there. All right. So we got Instagram, we got TikTok knocked out here. Let me get YouTube over there and let's get going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 or 3 of our fonts or different designs. So the first font that I'm going to use, and this is one that I need to make for somebody real quick. So first one I'm going to do is this Stadium font here. So what's cool about this font is you can type it out. Like I said, I'm going to use Designer Edition software, the Business Edition, but what I'm doing, the Business Edition doesn't matter. You can still do it in the Silhouette Designer Edition. But I'm going to show you how to create it as a 1 color, how to create it as a 2 color, and so on. Okay? So remember, this font, you'll get 65% off with the coupon code TRW Release 65. But I have a feeling, okay, and believe me, I am by no means, I don't act like I'm some super expert in design space, because design in Silhouette Designer Edition, okay, or design space, honestly, because I do everything in CorelDRAW and the Wizard, our software. But when you learn a design software, you can kind of pick, especially more basic softwares like Designer Edition, you can pick them up a lot easier, kind of knowing what you want to do. It's just a matter of finding the tools. So I think I'm going to, even those of you who have been using the Silhouette software for years, I have a feeling I'm still going to be able to show you some stuff today that you may not have known about, or different techniques to use that I think you guys are going to freaking love, okay? So let's go ahead and open up Silhouette Studio and get going on this. All right, so what I'm going to do, the first one I need to make is, I need to make a, you know what, I'll make one for somebody here. I can make the one that I need to make for somebody later. How about I make one for somebody here, okay? So first thing I need is, I need all of the baseball moms out there. If you are a baseball mom, give me a number. I need a player's number. Baseball moms, where you at? I need a player's number. I'm just going to make a baseball mom decal. This is super easy to make, but I'm going to show you a pretty cool way you can do it in Designer Edition. Okay? Pretty cool way you can do it. All right, so I got Melissa S. Melissa S. says number 13. So I'm going to do a baseball mom design for Melissa S. Now, here's my next question. I got to see what materials I have here. You know what, Melissa S? What color? I'm going to do it white and something. So Melissa S, let me know what color you would like the decal. Which color would you like it? I'm going to do a white background. This is going to go on for a car window. And I'm doing number 13. Remind me about that. Remind me about that, because I'll forget as I'm going here. But I'm going to start making it. If you guys could pay attention to the comments, Melissa S said royal blue. Okay, let me see. That's a great question if I have a royal blue here. I will. We'll be able to look around and see. We'll be able to look around and see in a minute. And if not, you know what? I might be able to find a glitter. I might be able to find a glitter. So royal blue 13. Let's give it a go. So first thing we need to do is we need to create the design. Okay? First thing we need to do is create the design. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over to my text tool and I'm going to go baseball. All right? I just typed out the word baseball. And I'm doing all of this in the Silhouette Designer Edition software. Now, I'm going to come over to my text, and I'm going to use my TRW Stadium font. Okay? So I'm going to type in TRW Stadium, and this is my Stadium font right here. Now, what's really cool about this font and the way that we've designed it is if I hit the exclamation point, it adds that tail right there. If I hit the @ sign, it adds that tail. If I hit the number sign, it adds that tail. And you can see every kind of symbol is a different tail. We even have a tail that has a baseball bat on it, and a baseball bat and a ball. But we're just going to do kind of a somewhat easy one for this one. I'm going to do this tail right here, okay? And we are going to make this a 2-color design, which is going to be pretty sweet, okay? So first thing I want to do, I'm going to take this part of my design, and I'm just going to take this, I'm going to right-click and ungroup it, okay? Do you want me to make it a little more difficult? Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it a little bit more difficult. This one's honestly way too easy. Let's do a little more difficult tail. How about this tail right here? Because now I'm going to also show you how I can manipulate the text to show on the inside. So we're going to do this. So I got baseball here, okay? I'm going to right-click and ungroup. Now, I want this to be a little bit closer. So I'm going to click, this tail is by itself right now, okay? I'm going to click on this tail right here, and I'm going to rotate it a little bit. See what I did? And now I'm going to move it up into that area a little bit. Okay, I just rotated a little bit, just depending on your text. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, and I'm just going to kind of arrange my letters the way that I want them best. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm just doing this real quick just to get it lined up pretty nice. And I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So once I have that, I'm going to move this E over just a tiny bit. Once I have this, I'm going to highlight all of them. I'm going to come over here to my modify panel, and I'm going to weld them together. Now, when you weld together in Designer Edition, it welds everything together, but anything that isn't touching each other, it kind of separates them. So what I also do is I right-click and I group them. So I welded and I grouped so far. Okay, everybody with me? So now that we've done that, here's the next thing I want to do. I want to clean it up just a little bit. So I'm going to zoom in here. This area right there, okay, I'm going to right-click. Okay, we right-click there, or if I just double-click, what this is going to do is allow me to edit the nodes now. So see how it pulled up the nodes? If I hold shift, okay, come over to these nodes here. All of these nodes I want to get rid of. All right? So I'm going to click on each of those and delete them. Click on that one there and delete that as well. And then I can just adjust this handle a little bit here. See how I'm cleaning up this cut? Highlight those nodes, delete, clean that up a little bit. So it made it nice and smooth. Everybody see how I did that? Let me know real quick. Give me a yes. Before I move on, I just want to make sure everybody's good, okay? That's going to help you a lot on your cutting side of it, is editing those nodes, okay? Now, if I had text that wasn't as long as the word baseball, I could also come over here, double click, highlight these two nodes, and I could, if I wanted to, make my tail a little bit shorter. Or if it's longer, I can make my tail a little bit longer, just because I have those two nodes selected. Everybody with me on that? So just double clicking it shows you all the nodes, and then you can click on it and edit the nodes from there. It's pretty sweet, right? Okay, so now that we have that, next thing I want to do is I want to put mom of number 13. So come over here to my text. I'm going to go mom, we'll go all caps, mom of number 13. Now, for this font, I'm just going to use a somewhat of a bold font. So maybe I'll use a, let's see what an Arial bold looks like. Let's go in here and let's go Arial. And let's go bold. That doesn't look bad there. I'm going to bring my character spacing a little bit closer together, even if I wanted to, that 13 there. Now, I'm going to change the color of this just to anything for right now, okay? And I'm going to put this text inside of this tail here. So watch. This, okay, let me group this again because it ungrouped before. This is what I see a lot of people do. They'll take this, they'll arrange it, watch, I'll rotate it, and they'll be happy with that right there. Okay? And you see a lot of people do this, and it doesn't necessarily, let's not lie, it looks pretty bad. Okay? I was going to try to be nice, but it really doesn't look that good. So here's what I like to do. All right? I'm going to come over here and click on this text right here. And on the bottom right-hand side, okay, bottom right-hand side, TikTok, the warp panel. I'm going to click on that warp panel, and I'm going to hit warp selected shapes. Now, when I do that, it's going to give me 3 handles off the start. I don't need that many. I'm going to drop it down to 2 handles, okay? And then it's got 1 column and 1 row. So now what I can do is I can take this and I can make some adjustments. So I can grab that there, drag that up a little bit there. Let's drag this down a little bit here. Let's drag this down a little here. Move that up a little bit. So see what I'm doing here? I'm kind of making it form with the tail here. So this little red, that will bring that up there a little bit. And I'm just, however you think is going to look best, I can even make it kind of curve in a little bit if I want, curve out a little bit if I want. I'm going to keep that area there kind of straight. So I still want this text to be pretty good and pretty large as far as being able to read it. But see my number 13 right there? See how it's kind of smushed at the top? If I move it there, then it kind of unsmushes it a little bit. Move it there, again, kind of unsmushes it a little bit. Move this red back down there a little bit, and I think I'm pretty good with that, okay? But now, this is what kind of makes it look. Doesn't this look a whole lot nicer than just having straight text at an angle? Now, what I also need to do with this is I need to knock that out, okay? So, to knock that out, I'm going to go ahead and click here, shift click onto this. I'm going to go to my modify panel here and just hit subtract. And that's going to subtract it out from that initial. So this is now a 1 color cut. Everybody with me on that? And believe me, there's 2 or 3 different ways, probably 5 different ways to get to this point. I just like having full control. Yes, the technical term is unsmush. All right, so I got Baseball Mom of 13 here. Now, I want to make this a 2-color design. Okay, I want to make this a 2-color design. So, and a pretty easy way to do that is, first again, I'm going to highlight all of this and group it together so it all moves together. This design right now is 7.7 inches wide by 3.4 inches tall. Okay, so I'm going to come over to my offset panel. I'm going to do an offset on this, and actually that offset looks pretty good. That offset looks pretty good. I'm at 0.125 inches. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to hit apply. Now, when I do that and I come over here, I'm going to change this color just to a gray so I can see it a little bit easier. And watch these areas right in here. I don't really want those. Okay? So I'm going to double click and delete all of these inside nodes here. I don't want my vinyl cutter to cut those, so I'm just deleting them to make it a whole lot easier. Let's come over here and delete that and delete that there. I can leave this large one there it's going to look pretty nice. So zoom out here, and I'm feeling pretty good with that. I'm feeling pretty good with that. So if we can find a blue, let's go ahead and click over here and say we want to do some type of blue like this. Now, I need to get this to the size that I want. Okay, I need it. Oh, so much. Believe me. Yes, this is way easier in the Wizard and Corel Draw, but again, the Wizard and Corel Draw, it's pricey, right? Especially for somebody just starting out. So it's always nice to be able to do these and learn how to do them in Designer Edition. And then eventually down the road, if you do get the Wizard and Corel, it's going to be a whole lot easier. For the text for the mom, I just used Arial. I just used the Arial text. Now, I see some people asking, could you make that? Yeah, so I could have made that mom of number 13 thicker. Okay, I could have used a different text. I could have used an offset, whatever. So, size of this now, I'm about 7.92 inches. I'm going to make it about 7.5. So about 3.5 by 7.5, okay, is the total size of my decal. Let's go ahead and bring this over to here. And let's go ahead and go over to our send. Now that we're kind of on our cut screen, I'm going to go by fill color. Okay? So instead of simple, I went by fill. And now I'm going to be able to select which I want to cut. So let's say I want the white to cut first. I'm only going to have the white selected. Okay? Come down here to my cut settings. I have it. I could probably get away with a 3. I'm using the auto blade, and probably a 10. And I'm going to go down to a speed of about 15. All right? So everybody knows where I am setting-wise. Now, again, the simple over here is going to look into, obviously, cutting a lot more. All right? So when I go by fill, I can base it more based off. Now, make sure you have your cut settings, your material, your action all correct, and then come over to here. So what we need to do now is head over to our production view, and let's do this. So, yeah, something like this, honestly, in the Wizard and Corel. Okay, Instagram, I got to flip you guys around, because you guys won't be able to head over here, but I'll flip you from here. To create a design like this in the Wizard, it's probably going to take a minute or two, right? And even to create it in Design Space, it's only going to take a couple minutes if I'm not explaining it. So it's still not very difficult. So once we have this, now I'm going to cut the white adhesive vinyl first. So I have it on my roller right here, which is always nice. And we are going to get this loaded up into the machine. The way I like to load it up is I like to keep this right side open. Line this part up first. Bring that in. And then find out kind of what's straight. Lock down that side. And get it to my area. So I'm good with that right there. Okay, so once I have this, I'm coming back over to my cut, or to the software over here. Again, force of 10, speed of 15. I think that should be pretty good. Hopefully we don't cut through here. We'll see in just a minute though, won't we? It doesn't look like it's cutting through, so I think we should be pretty good. Yes, the Silhouette Cameo 4 has the roll feeder here, which is obviously really nice. So all that did, and this is what's nice about it, and selecting what we selected, is no, I don't have to use a cutting mat, which is also nice. I still recommend a cutting mat on a lot, but I didn't have to on this one. So once we have that, I'm just going to trim this off. Drop that. There's a little scrap I'm going to throw into the All-Star scrap box for the giveaway later this month. Now, I can see I did cut a little bit too deep there. okay? Because I can see my cut lines in the back. So a little bit too deep, but I should be able to get away with it, no problem. Now, my question is, I want to see if I have any of our royal blue glitter. And see if I can't. I'm going to see if I can find you some here, Melissa. I thought I had some at the house here. But, let's see. I got a bunch of our glitters here. So, all of our Color Spark glitters here. We have, ooh, this might work. Oh, there we go. There's a good one there. Look at that. If that's not a royal blue glitter. So, got my royal blue glitter. Now, I'll show you another little trick that I like to use. A lot of times when I'm using a sheet like this, okay, I don't like my material to hang down, so I'll put one of my little rolls right here to help it. Now, I haven't done any test cuts with this material, with this glitter on this Cameo, because I have a different blade. I'm using the auto blade. So I probably do need to just do a quick little test cut to see. Quick little test cut to see where my settings are. So I am going to head over to my cut settings. You know what? Should I do a test cut? I don't really, yeah, I don't have enough material to mess it up. I don't think I'll be able to get away with it. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to ungroup. I'm just going to click on my B right here. Everybody's saying, yes, do a test cut. Here, let me do it this way. I'm going to change that B to red. Come over here, and then I'm just going to cut that red B right there. Everybody with me? And if you're on YouTube, you can see what I'm doing. So, I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to do my blade depth at 5, and I'm going to do a force of, man, this is going to be a little bit more. I'm going to try 18 and see what that does. Might be too much, might be not enough, but let's just see. Shoot that out real quick, and let's see what we got. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go. So, let's load our material back in here. What I love about the Cameo is I can just move this over and form a new origin here, which is right there, and now my cut will start there. What happened? What did I do? This is Color Spark Glitter Adhesive, yes. Correct. All right. So, I am heading back to my design now. I'm going to just Control Z. We'll bring it back to my blue. And, oh, the wall. You know what? I'm going to be fine with the wall because I'm not using a cutting mat. So, I'm good with the wall on this one because this design isn't large enough. What did I do for, did I go to 4? Damn it, I forgot what my setting was now. Was it 4 and 18? Is that what I just did? I think it was 4 and 18. Damn it. All right, I'm trying it. I think it was 4 and 18, right? Oh, shoot. It was 5 and 18. All right, well, we'll see if 4 works. $5 and $18. Okay. Well, But let's see if 4 and 18 works as well. I'm good with the wall because this design isn't big enough for it to feed all the way back to the wall. So much for test cut. All right, let me get, I gotta get TikTok on here as well. There we go, I can see you now, TikTok. I know, I did say 5. Oh well. We'll see it. We'll see if it cut through enough. The roll really, I mean, I don't know for a fact. In my opinion, I think the roll helps some because the material isn't hanging down. And you can see how it just kind of feeds with it. So I like it. All right, let's go here. Let's trim down. Come across here. And we will soon see if 4 is going to work, won't we? TikTok, let me bring you guys down here. YouTube, let me bring you guys down a little bit and see what we got here. So my white, I think, should be good. That was simple. We took out all those inside areas and just left the little tail part right there. So there's my white. That came out perfect. Let's check on the blue here. Uh-oh. So I can see already I should have gone. Looks like that 5 was the magic number. So what I'm going to do is just be a little more careful when I weed it. Because I can see it's trying to pull up a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll definitely be able to get through it here. It just could have probably weeded a little bit easier, but you can see, even being a tiny bit off, this is still going to weed pretty easy. Come off there. Come up that. And I just like to work my way from the inside area. And then if you kind of pull it up, that'll make it easier so no areas pull up. What I'm more worried about is the inside of the baseball mom part. These parts shouldn't be bad at all. Get my L's here. So, the baseball's fine. Now let's see if on the small area here, if we're going to be able to get away with it. All right, I got away with the M there, I think. Okay, the O is fine. That's a good sign. My most difficult one is probably going to be the number sign, I'm thinking, if I can get away with the M. So the hardest part about the M is just the sharp points, right? But it got all of those fine. I know, definitely could have reverse weed. But if I can avoid the reverse weed, it makes all of the layering part and everything a little bit easier. So when I can avoid it, I do. And I think this is going to be the only part I'm worried about. Let's see. Oh, it stayed. Let's go. I was worried about the little inside part of the number. But it stayed, so we're good to go. All right. Let's go with, do you want to use regular app tape, or do you want to see if the lint roller will work? I don't know if I've tried the lint roller on the glitter. We'll give it a try. So I just got to make sure that it's long enough. Trim that. I mean, I'll make another one if it messes up. Now, with this here, we are going straight down. We're doing the blue first, right? Squeegee that down. Let's see if the lint roller will pick up this vinyl. Little edge there. And again, always kind of roll it off. If you see a little spot that tries to pull up, no problem, because you can see it right away. All right, that was easy enough. Now we come back. We use our parchment paper. Parchment paper down. And let's get this lined up. So, easy to see through, especially with the light board, right? Easy to see through here. That looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good there. Then I'm going to go ahead and commit. Hit that right edge. Lift this up. Pull the parchment paper out. And then we will squeegee down. There you go. Easy peasy. That's what I'm talking about. And then I can just give a quick little trim on this. And that's ready for my customer. So, just using basically a font, right? Just using a font, I was able to make a 2-color, pretty sweet looking baseball mom of number 13 car window decal with our royal blue Color Spark glitter adhesive vinyl. And then my base layer is my white Color Spark permanent adhesive vinyl. And we're good to go. So when the customer gets this, they peel it off and you can see how easy that comes off. The blue paper backing is the backing for the white Color Spark permanent vinyl. This one I would sell with glitter for a minimum of $10. I used to sell them for $12.50, especially if it were a 2-color design like this. Easy enough, right? All right. Now, I want to do a more difficult one. You guys ready to, I mean, obviously I could have just done 1 color, right? 1 color would have been a whole lot easier. Not doing that back layer and just doing it, the baseball mom of number 13 in white and just having the car window show through the back. That would have been super easy. But now I'm going to do one that's a little more difficult that a lot of people don't know how to do this, especially in the Silhouette Designer Edition software. So let me bring you guys back over to the software and we're going to do this. So back over here. Hey, Instagram, head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube so you guys can see everything that's going on. Appreciate you guys. All right. TikTok and YouTube, it's just you guys now. Let's flip over here and show you what I got going on. So, how many of you have created a design somewhat like this before? Let me know. I'm going to use a different font on this next one, but how many of you have created a design somewhat like this? Yes, you can do this just in the basic Silhouette Designer Edition software. Okay? Yes, any type of font is like all of our fonts that we create. They're TrueType fonts. So technically, you could use this font in any software. You could use it in Microsoft Word. You can use it in anything. Now, you can't cut it out of Microsoft Word and whatnot, but a TrueType font is a TrueType font. Okay, these are just ones that basically we hand draw all of these fonts and the tails and the additions and everything. Okay, all right. So I need and I got to pick a unique one here. Okay. Yes, now that you have the offset in Design Space, you can also do this in Design Space, which is awesome, right? So I need a sport and a mascot name. Someone give me a sport like soccer, volleyball, baseball, basketball, and a mascot name. What do you got? Sport and mascot name. I see a lot of sports, I see a lot of mascot names, but not sport. Okay, now they're starting to come in. Sport and mascot name. I need to look for a particular one that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay? And let's see if I can find one here. So, no, Hawks, no. And what I'm looking for is a particular mascot that's going to make it more difficult. And you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about when I do it. Okay, I got Kirsten Smith. Kirsten Smith wants to do Blue Jays baseball. Okay, Blue Jays baseball. This one's going to be even more difficult than I was thinking, but I like trying to work through these things, okay? So why do you think, who can tell me, why do you think Blue Jays would be more difficult than something like baseball or football or Bobcats or Wildcats? Why do you think? Who can tell me? Why will this be more difficult? I see you guys. 2 words is one, but that's not the most difficult part, not the 2-word part. Yes. Now I see you guys coming in and saying it. The Y is going to come into the tail. Does that make sense to everybody? And I'm going to explain it all and show it all here. So watch this. We got Blue Jays. Let's come over here. I'm going to use the, maybe we'll use the TRW Game Day font on this one. So I got the Game Day 2 font. That's this one right here. Now, with this font, what did she say? Baseball, right? Okay, so I got baseball, I got football, I got basketball, I got lacrosse, volleyball, soccer, tennis, cheer, hockey. I'm not going to lie, this hockey one's pretty cool. I got golf. So, is that hockey tail not pretty sweet? Isn't it? It is pretty sweet, isn't it? But hockey wasn't what we had. So we had baseball, right? Now, I got some adjusting. I got some things to work on here, right? This is just me typing out the font quick. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup it. And now I'm going to go to work, okay? I'm going to take the baseball and I'm going to make that larger. So I'm making the overall tail a little bit larger. Now, I got some issues with, and this is why I said it's going to be a little more difficult. I got the J on J's and the Y on J's that's going to be more difficult, okay? So I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to go to probably about right there. Okay? And then I got my J's. I'm going to go here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and you can see I'm just adjusting each letter as I'm kind of doing this. I'm going to move this and there a little bit. I'm going to turn this to a red, and I'm going to turn this to a red as well. So why do you think I changed those to the red? The tail, yes, Lola, the tails are all part of this font. That's what makes the font so unique. But why do you think I changed those, the color of those? I'm going to go a little bit larger and move it down a tiny bit more. Exactly, Scott, you got it. Because if they're the same color, it's really hard to tell what layer they're on. But I'm going to take both of those and I'm going to bring them to the front. Got me? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Y. I'll do them one at a time just so you can see it. I'm going to take the Y. Let's see what size my overall design's at right now. I'm at 7 point, actually pretty good size. I'm going to take my Y, I'm going to come over here to my offset feature, and I'm going to create my offset. 0.125 is way too big here, so I'm going to go all the way down to 0.06, I feel like looks pretty good. Maybe 0.065. Yeah, let's go 0.07. And I'm going to do them one at a time, okay? Click on that offset, click on the tail, go to the modify panel and hit subtract. Got it? Click on the J. Let's create another offset. We did 0.07. Shift click to the tail, go to the modify panel and subtract. And now I can move these back to the color that I want. Okay? I'm not trying to make a multiple color design with this part of it. I'm going to make the multiple color design. Now, what I also want to do is I want to fix this part of the tail. I'm going to double click. I'm going to highlight all of this, and I'm going to start adjusting. So let me go Control Z to go back. Oh, I was hitting Control Alt. Control Z to go back. I'm going to move this to maybe about there. Now I got to adjust some of this stuff. Let's delete those. Let's delete this one here. So all I'm doing now is just editing some of my nodes to try to make this look a little bit nicer. Let's maybe bring this down a little bit there. Maybe get rid of that node there. Round this a little bit more here. So see how I can just adjust, which is pretty awesome, right? Maybe I make this come up around a little bit more there, and so on. Okay? So now that we have that, and maybe this one I'm going to keep it kind of adjusting a little bit more. So those handles onto the side of it are pretty sweet, aren't they? Now that I have this, I'm going to zoom back out, highlight the entire thing, and let's go ahead and wait. Before I do that, look, my L and my U here. I'm going to get that cleaned up a little bit. That looks good there. That looks good there. I feel like it's good spacing. I feel like it's good spacing between those, so I'm good with that. Highlight it all, weld it together, and group it together. And I'm pretty happy with that, right? Now, I just want to do, who was the winner of this one? Was it Melissa? I forget. Was it Melissa for the Blue Jays baseball? What number, what custom number do you want inside here? I'm just going to throw a custom number in this one. But what I still need to do now is I need to create that second color of the design. Oh, Kristen. Okay, Kristen, what number would you like? And I'm thinking, do you want maybe the same blue glitter? That blue glitter would probably look pretty good with the Blue Jays design. So to do that, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over to the offset panel. I'm going to create an offset. Looking at it, that looks pretty good to me. I'm pretty good with that. Okay, so I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to change the color up a little bit just so I can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to come over here and just change it to a gray like I did before. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to delete these other nodes. Delete there. Delete that. Now, this part right here, I need to decide, do I want it to kind of round with the Y right there, or would I rather just make it a straight line? What do you guys think? Give me your opinion. Keep it a nice straight line, or have it where it still kind of rounds with the Y? Give me round or straight. I see straight, 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 round, straight, straight, round, straight, 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 round, round, round. Damn it, you guys can never make up your mind. Literally half and half. I'm going to go round. I'm going to go round. Yeah, I'm going round. Since it's half and half, I'm going round. Just because I think straight won this time. So I'm mixing it up and I'm going round. How you like that? All right. So now that we have this, did Kristen give a number? Or do you want, Kristen, if you don't want a number, oh, sorry. It's Kristen's decal. The customer's always right, and Kristen said straight. So, boom, straight it is. Number 30, okay. Hey, no matter what you think, always go with what the customer says. If you change it, I even went straight there. If you change it and the customer doesn't like it, guess what? You're remaking it. All right, and then I'm going to go number 30. So, again, for the number, let's just change it to a different color for right now. Just change it to a red. Now, does that mean that the customer is always right? 100%, no, it doesn't. But the customer's spending the money, and you're going to make them what they ask for with the money that they're spending. So, believe me, I'll be the first one to tell you the customer's not always right. We all know that, but you're not always right either. So, you may think you are, but you're not. I know I'm not. All right. Let's do a, you know what? I wonder if, yeah, let's go cut out here. And maybe even look into, let's see what, I just want to see. No, I'm not a big fan of that. I was just going to try and mix it up and look for kind of a script number font, but I'm not a big fan of the way that looks. Maybe we'll just roll through. I'm just hitting the down arrow. That one doesn't look bad. I'm just rolling through and I'm going to find a just different, something different than a basic aerial. Rounded. Rounded's super easy to weed, which is always nice, right? Not a big fan of that one. That's a kind of nice bold one there. That one actually looks pretty cool too. The bolder the better, of course. Nah, not a huge fan of that. Let's get into more like an athletic font. Let's do that. So, let's go TRW Athletic. See what we got in here. That one's a little close. Or the collegiate. A collegiate font's pretty sweet as well. How about that one there? Anytime I go sports, it's always, you're always safe You're always safe going with some type of athletic or collegiate. There's a college block. College block looks pretty good as well. Let's try this one. Let's try the college block. Now, here's the question for this one. Do we want to angle it or do we want it to just stay straight? What do you think? Angle it or keep it straight? I'll show you what it would look like. Let's move it down to just one handle here and then just, oh, I kind of like, yeah, I kind of like it angled. Kind of straight on top and angled there. I think that looks pretty sweet. Yeah. At first I thought I was going to like it straight, but I think this angled does look better. Do you guys agree? I like this angled. So let's go here and subtract. Now, here's the next thing we need to do. With this design, okay, again, see how they're all different pieces? The easiest way to select them all is just to come up here to the top. I'm going to click on Select by Color, okay? Select by Color, select by Fill Color, click on the blue, and it selects all the blue. And now I'm just going to right-click and group it. So now I have my two cuts. I'm not going to lie, that's a pretty sweet-looking decal. Is it not? Oh, by the way, let me show you something else real quick. I'm hitting Control-Z. I'm going to go back some steps here. Control-Z. So, if I were to save this file the way it is right now in the Silhouette software, okay? If I were to save it, the next person that comes, okay, to get one of these, and they're number 23, I can just go 2, 3, and do that subtract. So if you're doing a team and the next person's number 13, I'm done. Next person's number 56, I'm done. Next person's number 29, I'm done. So as long as you save the file before you do that subtract feature, it will save with that text being editable. Does that make sense to everybody? So, I would save this as the Silhouette file right now as just this base number, okay? And it's pretty cool because it stays within the shape that you created, right? It's very similar to a live template, right? It's very similar. You don't have as much access and as much manipulating as you can with a live template, but it's very similar. It's basically what it's doing for this. And what I always like to do, whenever I save a file, I'll save anything that's still editable in like a pink or a red or a yellow. Just pick a color that when you open the file, you know that you can still edit that part. Okay? So, shift click on those. Again, we'll go into the modify panel and subtract. And then we have all the blue selected, so I'm going to group it together. Now we need to go ahead and get this cut. So, let's see what our size is. We're 3 inches by 7.8 inches. So it's a pretty wide decal, okay? But I think a pretty good size because we don't really want it. We probably want to get a little bit larger even. Oh, shoot. I got to change the number back. Number 30. I got you. I got you. Thank you. I would have made that. Got it. All right, let's subtract. Let's group. And we're good to go. I 100% would have cut it with number 29. All right, so we're good there. Now, a lot of people say, why don't you stretch it this way? If I stretch it that way, see, my baseball is going to get all crooked. It's going to get all distorted, right? So I'm at 8.2 inches, pretty good size. So let's go ahead and zoom out and move this up here. and let's go ahead to send. I'm going to go to fill. And the first one I'm going to cut is, let's cut the blue first. So what did we say we were at last time? We were at a 5 and 18, is that correct? Force of 18, blade at 5, and I think we did a speed of 15. 5 and 18, that's correct, right? Okay, sweet. So let's head back over. Production view, boom. Let's move you guys over here. Get you to see the Cameo here a little bit better. Let's rock and roll. So we got our blue. I'm just going to throw it in here. Good to go. And again, you can always just have that as a little extra support right there as it's feeding, okay? As it's feeding. So good with that. Let's head over here, and we have our blue selected, which is obviously what we're cutting first. Okay, we have the auto blade. We have it set at 5, force of 18, speed of 15. So let's go ahead and hit send. I do a different layer in the red stitches. Scott, you could do that, and honestly, it would probably look a little bit better, but you got to think, you're going to have to charge an extra $2 to $3 on the decal, because now you got to cut another material, you got to weed another material, you got to layer another material. So you could give that option to a customer. Me personally, I would do this as a one color design. Just because every single time I'm adding a color or a layer, obviously I'm doubling my production time, tripling my production time. And our cost isn't in the vinyl, as you guys all know, right? Our cost is in the labor cost, the time involved. A 100%, everything is custom, right? And that's why, because everything's custom, that's why we can charge what we charge for it. And everybody needs to remember that, right? All right, so we got the blue good there. Let's go ahead and grab my white. Now, everybody always thinks you cannot cut on the Cameo 3 or something with a roll. You can just literally take a roll like this, okay? You can take a roll just like this here, load this in, make sure it's good, and just leave a little bit of area. Yes, is this nicer? 100%, it is nicer being able to put it on the actual roller on the Cameo 4, but you don't necessarily have to unless you're cutting a large decal. Okay, so if you have a 1, a 2, a 3, you can easily do this, or you could build a little roller yourself, which wouldn't be difficult, okay? I've even seen people, what you could do is with PVC pipes, I've seen people build a roller. They'll put these tubes so they're loose, and then it rolls on the tubes. So it depends, whatever works best for you. All right, let's go ahead and get my white cut now. So I'm unselecting the blue, selecting the white. For the white, I think we had a blade set at 3 and a force of, I want to say 10. I think we were 3 and 10 on the white. So let's hit send. Oh, PVC pipes are like my duct tape. No, you don't have to use a mat. I mean, you're going to get less miscuts. You're going to get less miscuts if you do use a mat, okay? But you don't have to use a mat. There's many times that I don't use a mat. And obviously with the Graphtec, I never use a mat. All right, good to go with that. Let's bring you guys over here. Let's get this decal made. bring it down a little bit here. So, click back on. Now my light board, there's a bunch of places that sell light boards, as I've told you guys many times. There's a bunch of places that sell light boards that are not good at all, okay? This is by far the best light board that I've found for what we do. By far the best of what I've found, because it lights up enough to be able to see through good. Just works a whole lot better than all the other ones I've tried. All right, so let's see where we're at with my settings here. And I always like to, even with my glitters, I like to rip the vinyl in certain spots just to make the weeding a little bit easier. So I always like to work the outside of my design first. Let's pick this here. And then I know it's going to be more difficult for me to miss an inside part of my design, because that's where you normally make your mistake, right? So let's come up here. Now, this glitter heat transfer vinyl, or this glitter adhesive vinyl, it is a thicker material. This is outdoor permanent vinyl as well. So you can put this glitter adhesive vinyl on the car window, and you'll be perfectly fine with it. All right, so good there. So this is where my second word is coming in. So just being careful, because I don't have any more. This is all I have for the blue at the house here. I got blue, I got my J's. Work that through. And through there, okay? Yes, yeah, 100%, yes. I saw Scott say you can make your own light board. You can definitely make your own light board, just like how we made the tumbler holder and everything. I mean, shoot, if you're handy, I recommend trying to make anything you can. Now, it's just a matter of the same thing. Time is money. How much money is your time worth? How long is it going to take you to make something? If it takes you 2 hours to make something and going to the store and buying it and everything else, and your time is worth $20 an hour, well, is it going to be easier to buy something for $40 and now you can work on orders? And you're going to get 2 hours worth of orders done instead of saving that $40. So it's like anything, just knowing your time, knowing your value, and knowing what's going to be best for you and your business, right? So let's get my number sign here. And I want that inside to stay there. So let's make sure that's going to stay good. It did. Good. That was the little part I was worried about. Can we buy that size vinyl rolls for which one? The large? Yes, we have the large. We have 5-foot rolls, and then you can also buy most of our adhesive vinyls in the larger rolls as well. All right, there's our number 30 that's going to show it through. This light board is a AGP TEC. AGP Tech TEC. And I have it on the Products We Love on the website. And Bobby, if you are there, can you shoot the link? Can you shoot the link for them, for the light board, please? On the Products We Love. So I'm just, again, being careful on this part, knowing that I don't have extra vinyl for a mistake. That looks good, I think, there. Coming around here. And again, it's like anything, the more you weed a design, the more you do it, obviously, you're going to get used to where are the difficult areas on that design. So This is my first time doing this Blue Jays design, so I'm just being extra careful to not waste material. I use mine for lining up images, sublimation on a mask. Heck yeah, that's a good idea. There's so many things you can use light boards and everything for. All right, so inside of my S here, I got to worry about, because I don't want this to break in that little spot. There we go. That was probably the little spot that I was the most worried about, and it actually hit that pretty perfect. There we go. All right, and then I got the inside of my E here. Okay, so now that we have this, and again, this here, oh shoot, look what I did. Anybody see what I did? I was looking at that and I was like, damn, that looks weird. Anybody see anything here? Who sees it? I'm looking at it and I was like, this looks a little bit weird. What's going on here? Nope, not mirror it. Not mirror it, because we're using adhesive vinyl. The top of the J ripped. I did not even realize that. You guys see it? Let's see if that's going to be wide enough there. I did not even notice it. That again, that's my bad, not looking at the design as I was weeding it, and having never done that design before. So, yep. My customer is not going to like that. That's why I'm going to fix it real quick. So, here's what I'm going to do. Let me bring you guys back over here, TikTok. And so, as you guys saw, I just loaded in a little piece of the blue glitter. Okay? I'm going to switch you back over to my screen camera here. Little piece of the blue glitter. I'm going to take this J right here. Okay? I'm going to ungroup this. Take the J there, and I'm going to change that to any other color. Let's just change it to a red. Come over to send, and I'm just going to cut the red. I'm going to cut it at 18, speed of 15, force of 5, 1 pass, and send. So all I'm doing real quick here is just cutting a quick J to be able to do a quick little surgery. And this is where, honestly, I try to explain to a lot of people, how many of you, let's be honest, how many of you would have, I think that just cut, didn't it? Trying to find where that just cut. Did it cut? How many of you would have done that and would have searched through the trash can? Why did I really just not cut that? I did, didn't I? Oh, shoot, I see what I did. I'm such an idiot. Look, it cut it right there. I wasn't even paying attention to it. A lot of us probably, right, would have looked through the trash can to find that. I know back in the day I would have. I know back in the day I would have. Yeah, it wasn't lined up because it was over to the side over here. I 100% would have been searching through the trash can looking for that. And when I found it in the trash can, then I would have tried to pull it apart and fix it, right? But the thing is, it would have taken me 15 minutes to do that. right? It would have taken me probably 15 minutes to find it in the trash can and do all of that. Where just getting a little scrap piece a lot of times is going to make it much, much easier for you. So, if you cut it right, obviously, which I didn't that first time. So what I'm going to do now is just pull this J up here. I think I'm going to. There we go. So you could use app tape for this part as well, but I was thinking I wouldn't need to, but this J is a little bit flimsier than I thought it was. I should be able to get away with it though. And now I can see all of my cut lines here. So I can see exactly where my J should go based off my cut lines of where it almost kind of cut through a little bit. So that looks good there. Let's wrap this around here. And the reason why I need to get this lined up pretty good is, remember, this is a two-color design. So when I come back with my second color, if that isn't lined up pretty close, it's going to be completely off. Make sense? All right, so let's go ahead and do blue. We'll do a regular application tape on this one. We did the parchment paper on the last one, or not the parchment paper. We did the, what's it called? The lint roller on the last one. This one we'll do some regular app tape. So we got Blue Jays, we got 30. We always use the parchment paper, right? Drop that down there. Work the inside out. Lift this up. Did I already weed the white? I didn't weed the white yet. Oh, shit. Shoot. Did I just say that? Who knows what's about to freaking happen right now? Who knows what's about to happen? I'm about to be so pissed. Don't do it. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Maybe it'll help me. Oh yes. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Look. It weeded it for me. Oh. That could not have worked out any better. I put my cutting mat onto the vinyl and it stuck to it. And hey, there's a new way of weeding your vinyl. Oh, that was so damn lucky. All right, that may be the luckiest one I've had yet. That was lucky. I should not have gotten away with that. Yes, I need to go play the lottery or something today, because that should not have happened. Now again, you can see how easy that was to pull off. Come over here, drop this down. Let's get this lined up. That looks good there. That looks good there. And let's squeegee this down. And again, the way I like to avoid bubbles, and what really helps avoid the bubbles, is taking this here like this and squeegeeing it down as you go. like that right there. And that's what's going to really get rid of those bubbles whenever you're doing a two-color design like this. And then once we have that, trim around here. And we're good to go. 2 of them, just with a font. Beautiful. Honestly, doesn't get... I mean, as far as creating the design, pretty awesome, isn't it? As far as creating the design. But yes, I would be with 2 colors and glitter adhesive vinyl and custom with the custom number, baseball, everything. If I were selling these at an event or something, I would probably be around $15 for the 2 color. Now, does that mean you can sell it for $15 on Etsy and eBay? No, not at all, okay? Because there's so many out there that are doing different things. But again, even if you are at $6 for this, as you get used to it, as you get used to making them, they're going to be pretty easy, and you'll be able to create one in probably 5 minutes. Make sense? All right, let's flip around here. I want to come over here and answer some questions for you guys. All right, fire away. What kind of questions do you guys got as far as kind of what we covered today? Hopefully, well, first off, I like to do this. How many of you, how would you make it a softball? How would you make that a softball design? Technically, it is a softball design. That could be a baseball or a softball, right? But real quick, how many of you here that use the Silhouette software, that use the Silhouette Cameo, learned at least something new as far as in the Designer Edition software today? Whether it was creating the offset, creating the layers, altering the text, editing the nodes, allowing that Y to kind of see through like that. How about it? Which one of you? Oh, those scissors are nice, aren't they? I think I have those in the products we love as well. Let me see. I see a ton of you. Ton of you did. Awesome. Awesome. So the products we love is on the main website. On the main website right here. And let me see if I have... These scissors are great. They're on Amazon. They're super inexpensive. But they're super sharp. Products we love. And there they are right there. For those scissors, you get a 4-pack for $11. 4-pack for $11 on those scissors. They're freaking... I mean, I've had those scissors, honestly, guys, for a year, year and a half. And I use them every single day. They're good. All right, what else we got? Fire away with some questions. I just did. So, Megan, head over to our YouTube channel, Megan. I just did. We started today at noon. But the last hour and a half has been doing everything with the Silhouette Cameo. So go back, as soon as I log off, you'll be able to go back and rewatch the replay to see the entire process of creating the design in the Designer Edition software and everything. Color Spark Vinyl is just our brand of vinyl. So we have some different unique colors and stuff that we customize and produce and manufacture. And we have some awesome ones coming here soon, guys. You guys are going to be freaking pumped. What else we got? I love those scissors. Problem is everybody else does. I know, right? They always disappear. What software? I normally use the TRW Design Wizard and CorelDRAW, but today's whole training was using the Silhouette Designer Edition software. When do you use the Graphtec adapter on the Cameo? I normally always do. Like when I'm cutting stuff, I use our TRW blade and blade holder. But a lot of times when I do the trainings, because I know a lot of you guys don't have those or don't have that blade yet, I always try to show videos where I'm using the auto blade as well, so you guys can relate with what you have. The light board, yes, products we love. And then under production items on the products we love, let's see, light board is right here. Now this is the large light board, so I mean it's pretty expensive. It's $50, okay? But again, it shows I've been using this exact same light board for probably 2 years now. The tables I have on the products we love, the heat light, the everything. Everything that we don't sell that I get and use on Amazon, I put on the products we love to show you guys. For the window decals, no. So, like for example, the vinyl that I was using here today has a 3 to 5 year outdoor life. So these ColorSpark permanent adhesive and the ColorSpark, the glitter permanent adhesive, all of those are made for outdoor use. So, and honestly, you don't want them to last. I kind of wish they would last like a year. They normally last about 3 to 5 years. I would prefer, and I always wished business-wise, that the decals would only last about a year and start fading, because then the customer comes back and they buy a new one. And a year is a long time on a decal. Now, where it's nice to last 3 to 5 years if you're doing business advertising and stuff on the back of windows. Can you layer Caesar holographic HTV? Raven, you can, but it does get a little bit difficult and it gets really thick. So I don't recommend it or prefer it, only because it gets really thick as far as the feel on the shirt. What else we got? What else? TikTok. I'm looking for vinyl that has Spanish flair for a project. What would you suggest? If you're looking for some flair, look at the ColorSpark opals, and we got a lot of really cool and unique vinyls. That's what we try to do different with all the ColorSpark vinyl. I just got into selling stone-on tumblers. What's the best glue? If you're doing them hand-placed, the Artist Lynn, if you're doing them hand-placed, you want the super tight glue, and it's the Fusion Tack we have on our website. Or, like what we did on Monday's live training, you also have the ability to use the HTV Anything. And let me flip around to a larger view for you guys here. So, the HTV Anything with the hot fix rhinestones and the glitter heat transfer vinyl to make tumblers like these. So, instead of hand placing 4,000 stones, right, I was able to heat press these and brush them in with the template, and it still looks this freaking awesome. But something like this, after I have the template cut, is going to take me, let's say, a half hour to make, 45 minutes, maybe, if you're new to it, and instead of 5 hours, right? And then this is the dragon right here. So, I haven't told anybody else this, okay? I haven't told anybody else this. We didn't put it in the email. Do you guys want a little secret? Who wants a little secret? Let me know. I'm assuming everybody likes a little secret. I got a little present for you guys. I got a little present for you guys who came to the live today. All right? Here's my little present for you guys. My little present is this right here. We haven't told anybody in an email or anything, okay? I activated the coupon code The coupon code from Monday is good for you guys today for coming to this noon training. So, coupon code is right there. Live 10 Stones Glitter. All right? Now, let me check one thing real quick. Let me go vinyl, and I'm going to go adhesive vinyl, and I'm going to go opal vinyl. And let's say I want to add this opal vinyl and add to cart. I think I also made it for adhesive vinyl because I was using adhesive vinyl today. So let me just check and make sure it's working for you guys. So add coupon, and we are going Live 10 Stones Glitter. Live 10 Stones Glitter. And apply. Boom, baby. Let's go. There you go. So it now, that for today, it'll expire tonight though. It'll expire tonight. So you literally only have 10 hours or so. But it will now work with, because I used the adhesive vinyl here, okay? I didn't tell anybody I was doing this. I didn't tell anybody there would be a coupon. So I wanted to wait to see who lasted till the end of the live training, and basically you guys get rewarded. So, anyone having trouble with the new UV cut? Nadine, what are you having an issue with on it? So the biggest thing with the UV is, like I was saying, it doesn't have a sticky backing, so you just got to be super careful. You got to be super careful when you're weeding it because it can come up. But what was the issue, Nadine? Is that what it was? 10 hours is better than no hours. I agree. Yes, mashed up vinyls. Hold on, give me 1 second. Bobby hooked you guys up. I'm about to get it for you here. Give me 1 second. Here. If you go to tutorials and then live tutorials. Oh, I'm sorry, not live tutorials. Yeah, there you go. Here you go. And I'll show you guys as well, TikTok. Let me click on it here. So, Bobby hooked it up yesterday. And we told you guys we were going to tell you what matches best. So, with the Phoenix for tumblers, with the Phoenix, you got the red glitter. With the Dragon, you got the Lagoon, which is what I used on this one here. Okay? Confetti with Pixie Dust, and then Royal Blue with the Hydra. Everybody got it? And this is kind of what Bobby and everybody, what we were looking through to see what would kind of look best with it. But remember, the Hydra, for example, also shows different purples and stuff. So if you want more of a purple look, whatever color you have back behind it, it's going to pull a little bit more of that look. Does that make sense? So these are what kind of look best as far as the color looking right at it. But if you want it to be more of a purple, you can use a purple back behind it. So hopefully that helps you guys. But I know you guys were all asking on Monday, and Bobby hooked it up yesterday and went through it all for you guys. The color combo, Margaret, are red glitter with Phoenix, Lagoon glitter with Dragon, Confetti glitter with Pixie Dust, and Royal Blue glitter with Hydra. Can we use UV vinyl to make... Natalie, the only thing I don't know on the UV vinyl as of yet is the outdoor durability. I am currently testing it to see how long, because what I'm worried about is over time within the elements, that white that the UV starts at, it will get dirty or it will start changing colors. And so because it's kind of that texture that you feel, I'm just worried in the everyday outdoor weather what that's going to look like after 4 months or 6 months. So I did make one last week. I put it outside in direct sunlight to see what happens over time, to see if that color change fades out over time or whatnot. The UV will be back in stock. I'm saying maximum of 4 weeks, but I really think it will hopefully be within like 2 weeks. And we have a lot more coming in, and it won't come in this time, but we are also working on making some new colors. So we're working on getting like an orange, we're working on getting a red, a green, a darker blue, maybe a black, where it will change to even darker colors as well. Code disappear. Oh yeah, code is right there. Sweet. Oh, Michaela and Philip helped you yesterday. Awesome, love it. Clear to color UV is going to be difficult because of the type of formulation that kind of goes into it. But we do have, coming here in the next week or two, we got a ton of stuff coming soon, guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But we do have, I think, 3 colors coming in by the end of next week. Clear, I want to say in, shoot. I think we have yellow to black, adhesive vinyl, cold color changing, yellow, no, yeah, I think yellow to black, I think black to red, hot color changing, clear to gold, I think, cold color changing. We got a bunch of them coming in here soon. So I'm telling you, over the next month or two, we're going to have so many new materials and so many new colors. We're just going crazy with the colors because everybody's loving it so much. And that's, honestly, that's a great point. Will Vinyl Shield? No, the Vinyl Shield will not work with the UV. Vinyl Shield won't work with any heat transfer vinyl, with HTV, anything, because of the texture on it. It won't stick to it. But I'm super pumped as far as all the different new materials and stuff we have coming. It's going to be insane. We got some stuff coming out that it's so. But that, getting to my point. Yes, the reason why a lot of these we don't have starter packs for yet, or we don't have color charts for yet, is because, like for the UV Protect, or I'm sorry, the UV color changing, the UV Magic heat transfer vinyl. Had we made packs for it where we have 4 colors, well, by next month I'm hoping to have 10 colors. So they'll all be out. So we would produce 5,000 of those starter packs, and then we would have 10 colors, and people would be like, well, where are the other 6 colors? So that's the reason why anything that we don't have the starter sample packs of yet is because we plan on adding a lot more colors. Will the UV layer on to glow in the dark? I think it, I haven't physically tested it, but just thinking the way the materials are, yeah, I think it would. Will the UV, or will the vinyl, Yolanda, that's a great question. So, those rubber Mars matte tumblers do have kind of a weird texture on it. I do have one. You know what? I brought it in the warehouse for pictures. But I have done it, and it definitely did help. Okay? I don't necessarily know if that one would be dishwasher safe, but it will definitely help with the vinyl adhering. HTV anything's no problem on those. My UV order's out for delivery today. That's what I'm talking about, Ruth. Let's go. HTV anything with color changing on a tumbler. Yeah, with the UV color changing, where's the one that I have? I have one here. Here. So this is the UV color changing. So you see all white for this Lakeaholic design. And then when I put the UV flashlight on it, see how half of it turned to pink, half it turned to blue? And that aholic part turns all yellow. But the flashlight doesn't have a strong enough UV to hit that yellow to change it like the sun will. And look how quick it changed. The blue already changed all the way back. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? Look how quick the blue changes back to the white. But when you're outside in the sun, it just stays pink, blue, and yellow. All right. What material should we not use with the HTV or bling anything? I mean, honestly, most heat transfer vinyls you'll be able to use with HTV anything. The thinner the vinyl, the more difficult as far as getting bubbles and stuff. So like a regular easy weed will be a little bit more difficult. Doable? Yes. Cold peel? Yes. But if you're using a regular easy weed, just use adhesive vinyl because you're not doing anything special with it anyway, right? Yes, next week will be the All-Star training. 100%. All right. Hey, I got some stuff to do. I got to get a lot done. I got a couple TikToks to make. I got a YouTube video to make. I got a lot to do today before Jack's practice. So, hey, appreciate all of you guys coming to the early live here today. All right. I do need to knock out. We got 139 likes. Are we going to get to 200 for 2 mini packs? Where are we at? 140 likes. We got 245 of you here. Click that like button real quick. 152. Let's go. 159. Let's go. 170. Let's go. I need 200 for 2 mini pack giveaways. I got 1 mini pack giveaway. Well, not yet. We're at 78 on TikTok. Hop on TikTok. We need to get 100. Let's go. TikTok. We need 100 to give away a mini pack. Who's going to hit it first? TikTok, just tap that screen as quick as you can. It'll fill up that bar. Get more people here. We'll get our 100. I'll give away a mini pack. We're at 196 likes on YouTube. 250 of you here. 198 likes on YouTube. And here we go. Boom. 200 likes on YouTube. Our 2 mini pack winners. Our 2 mini pack winners on YouTube. I'm picking our winners in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our winners are this person and this person. I got Sigda3 and I got Keisha Coates. Sigda3 and Keisha Coates are our 2 winners on, and I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see. Sigda3 and Keisha Coates, 2 winners on YouTube for a mini pack of choice. Congratulations to you guys. TikTok, I need a winner on TikTok here. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Our winner on TikTok is, I got AM Patterson 22. AM Patterson 22. You got yourself a mini pack of choice. Shoot an email, info@rhinestoneworld.com. Let them know. They'll confirm it with my picture, and they will drop it in your account. All right, crew. Hey, appreciate all of you guys. You guys all have an amazing day. TikTok, I will see you guys soon. I'm out. Later. YouTube, thank you so much. Everybody thank Bobby for helping you with all the questions and the links as well. And Monday night, Cameo 4 giveaway. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. Go get your free design that we give away every single day on our website. Design a Day giveaway. Go grab your free SVG file every day. We are up to, I think, 399 days in a row. So go grab it. YouTube, we'll see you guys soon. Later.